Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our first guest speaker of the day. Our esteemed guest is a certified life coach specializing in human resources consultation in an intercultural setting. He will be talking about self-development in his speech called The Most Wonderful Creation, You. Please join your hands together for welcoming Mr. Spencer Shan on this stage. Thank you so much, sir, for honoring us with your presence here.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, good morning. It's still morning, right? It's my pleasure to be here with you. I've been in this country, thank you. In this country for 10 years. It's my first time stepping on this stage, or actually coming into this compound in this nice facility. It's my pleasure. And I love to talk to students. Actually, can you show me my PowerPoint, please? Yes, I would like to talk with you about the most wonderful creation of the world, which is you. I'm not an authority in sustainability, but this conference is about student leadership, and I talk about leadership a lot. Before I talk about anything else, I would like to introduce myself a little bit to you. This is my family. Let me see if I can, is there a laser pointer here? Oh, anyway, the middle one is my eldest son. He's 18. He's now off. He's back to Hong Kong. We are originally from Hong Kong. He's back to Hong Kong for college. My second son is on the right. On the right. He's 14, and my youngest is 11. So you are like my children. They are in the high school age as well. And this is my job. I speak. Yeah, there are people who do weird jobs, strange jobs. My job is to speak. So I do training, a lot of training to students. This one is a training to University of Sharjah. I taught them how to study. And we have different seminars for leadership, for things like these, but we have seminars for students to teach them how to study well. But today, I want to, since you are like my children, I know I don't look old, but I am old. And now I need to take off my glasses, and I need to read. So I want to tell you a story from a book, small book, that my children love to read. This is called You Are Special by Max Lucado. You can find it on internet, on Amazon.com. I think even Book World in Dubai Mall they sell this. And you can hear the reading of this book entirely on YouTube as well. So, what is this book about? It's about some fictitious people called the Wimicks. Wimicks are wooden people. They are made of wood. They are made by a carpenter called Eli. Eli lives on the top of the hill, and the Wimicks live down on the valley there. And they are wooden people. They are made of wood. Now the thing is, every single Wimick is different. They are special. Some have big nose, some have small nose. Some have large eyes, some have small eyes. Some are tall, some are short. Some are fat, some are thin. And most important of all of them have different faces. And in the eye of Eli, the carpenter, each of them are special and precious. And the same is true for you. You are special too. Because each of you has special face, because your face and the face of the one sitting next to you are different. You have special voice, so that's why nowadays we can use voice to control computers and mobile. You have a special family, which is different from the family of the person sitting next to you. You have special talent. Each of you, when you are created, our Lord gives you some talents, and it's special to you. But today I want to focus on talking to you about your special personality. Each of you has a special personality. That means that your heart and your mind is different and special, and it's different from the one next to you. Your special personality. Now, some people are called, or I call them, the practical people. They are practical. They like concrete and practical things. Like my wife is a practical person. If you teach her mathematics, you must give her examples. Otherwise, she won't understand the theories. They love to use 5 senses to work. So one of my son, my second son, when he learned, he would love to touch the stones, touch the fossils. They would like to see, to touch, to smell, to hear. They use 5 senses to learn. And they want to see the details first when they look at things. And they love step-by-step instructions. Or they love to write step-by-step instructions. So when my wife asks me to do things, she would be very, very detailed and tell me step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, like that. And they focus on the present. Now, another completely different personality type, they are what I call the theoretical person. I am a theoretical person. I love theories. I love abstract ideas. And when I learn, I want to step back and think and do research on my own. And when I look at things, I look at the whole picture instead of details. And when I follow instructions, sometimes I jump steps, or I may even invent new steps. And I focus on the future more than the present. So when I was sitting there, I'm listening to your presentation, I'm thinking, what will happen 10 years later? What will happen 20 years later? This is how I think. So you see, there are 2 different kinds of personality. They are almost exactly different and opposite. Now, there are another pairs. There are logical people. They use their heads a lot. They use logic, they think. And they are focused on principles like truth, justice. They're objective. When they look at the problem, they step back, as if a third person to look at the problem. And they like to analyze. Analyze the idea, analyze the problem in order to solve it. And they're easy to critique. That means that they may be critical, or at least they sometimes overanalyze things. Now, there's another completely different kind of person, relational person. Instead of head, they love to use their heart to feel. And when they make decisions, instead of logical reasons, they want to use convictions to make decisions, what they believe, what they think is right. And instead of principles, they follow values like relationships, like harmony. And instead of objective, they're more subjective. So when they're approaching a problem, instead of stepping back, they will step forward into the problem and try to solve it as an insider. Instead of analyzing, they try to understand. And they are easy to appreciate. They will try to appreciate people first. So these are different kinds of people. Now, let's step back. Let me think. Let us think. Who among you are a practical person? And who among you are the theoretical person? Who do you think you are? Do you think you are a practical person? Can you raise your hands? And who do you think are the theoretical person? There are a lot of theoretical person. Okay, so I think there are some who would say, okay, I will not raise my hands, no matter what. Even if you point a gun at my head, I will not raise my hands. Anyone? Okay, how about these? Logical and relational. Who are the logical people? Some are logical here. And who are the relational? Okay, so half and half. So you see, each of us have slightly different personality. And if you combine these 4 into different combination, you will have a logical but practical people, or logical theoretical people. You have the relational practical people and relational theoretical people. So there are different personality and different combination. And even among the same type, some are more extreme, some are more to the middle. So each of us, our hearts, are created different, and you are special in the eyes of our Lord. So go back to the story. The Wimicks, they do nothing except one thing. They give each other stickers. There are star stickers and black dot stickers. There are Wimicks who look beautiful. They're pretty. They have smooth wood. They have fine paints. And they can do things that are very amazing. These people got stars all over them. Some may be able to lift heavy sticks. Some may be able to jump high. Some may be strong. Some may sing well. Some know big words. Like in this stage, you may need big words. And these people, they always got stars. In fact, some people got stars all over them. And they are the fortunate ones. And when they got stars, they feel good. Unfortunately, some people got black dots. Like this guy. He's called Punchinello. Punchinello always got black dots. He tried to jump high, but whenever he jumped, he fell. And when he fell, people give him black dots. And when he fell, he scratched his wood, and people give him black dots more. And when he tried to explain to people why he fell, he would say silly things, and people will give him even more black dots. In fact, he got so many black dots that he don't even want to go out of his house. He was afraid that when he go out, he would say something silly, and he would get even more black dots. One day, he met a girl named Lucia. This girl is special because, as you can see, she had no stickers on her. She has no star, and she had no dots. Punchinello asked her, why? Why there's no stickers on you? And Lucia said, well, it's easy. The sticker sticks only if you care about it, only if it matters to you. If you don't care about those stickers, it will not stick. Lucia found her own path instead of following others. And all of us must do the same. Because you are created special, each of us must find our own path in our development. You must focus on your strength, not your weakness. You must focus on what you have and not what you don't have. And you must focus on your style and not imitating others. For example, if you are a practical person, you may not be good at theories. So some may think you are shallow. Some may think you are not creative. Some may think you lack imagination. If you are a theoretical person, you may not be good at practical things. So some may think you are impractical. You are just a daydreaming person. It will not happen. What you think you want to happen, it will not happen. Or, if you are a logical person, some people may think you are too cold. You just depend on logic and reasoning. You don't care how people feel, and you are too impersonal. If you are a relational person, people may think you are too subjective. You are too soft. You are too personal. You take things too personally. Well, you cannot please everybody. Never. So stop trying to please people. Follow your own path. Be yourself, because you are created special. If you are a logical person, if you are a practical person, be a practical person. Don't try to imitate a theoretical person. If you are theoretical, be a theoretical person. Don't try to imitate people who are practical. If you're relational, be relational. Be proud of it. If you're a logical person, be a logical person. Be yourself, because if you don't be happy with yourself, you cannot succeed. You must be yourself instead of imitating others. Going back to the story, Punchinello went to see the carpenter because Lucia suggested him to do that. So when he met Carpenter Eli, he was surprised. Eli knew his name. Of course I know your name. I made you, Punchinello, Eli said. And then Eli stooped down, picked him up, and said to him, Punchinello, you don't need to care about what others think about you. I don't care, and you shouldn't care either. People may give you stars or dots, but who are they? They are just like you, Punchinello. You don't need to care about what they think. You are you, and you need to remember one thing. I made you. I care about you, and that is all that matters. Remember, I made you, and I don't make mistakes. Everyone is special. And when our Lord made us, he didn't make any mistakes. So, you are no worse than anybody. So don't doubt yourself. But at the same time, you are no better than anyone else. So don't be arrogant. Don't think you are better than others. The real strength of a person is the ability to appreciate himself, herself, and also appreciate others. Appreciate the difference, how each of us are made different. But we can stop and think for a while. Why did the Wemmicks give each other stars and dots? Why? Why do they want to do that? Who invented the system, and what's the reason? Well, I guess that when the Wemmicks got stars, they feel good. And because they feel good, they want to have more. And why would they feel good when they have stars? And maybe because without the stars, they don't feel good about themselves. They need the stars to give them, to feel appreciated, to feel that they are worthy. Without the stars, they feel like they are nobody. And why would they give black dots to people? Because when they give black dots to people, they feel like, I am better than you. I don't have black dots, you have. When they trample others under their feet, they feel like they stand taller. But why do they need to stand taller? Because in their hearts, they feel short, they feel small, they feel insignificant. So people who step people under their feet, the bullies, the people who look down on others, they are actually a very insecure person. Next time when you see people look down on others, remember, or even if they look down on you, remember, that person is only an insecure person. So stars and dots do not matter. Because, remember, you are special, said Eli, because I made you, and I don't make mistakes. The same is true for our Lord as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It was indeed amazing. Now we would like to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Spencer. For this, I would like to call Mr. Faisal Ikram, General Secretary of Pakistan Association Dubai, to come on the stage and present the token of appreciation to Mr. Spencer Shan. Thank you, sir. It was indeed an honor for us hosting you here.